Facebook en Facebook? Die kunnen we niet embedden.
De eerste kan je niet embedden, de tweede kan het alleen persoonlijk.
We moeten gewoon die keer opnieuw opstarten. Hopelijk doet het nu wel. Maar mag wel even een laatje schrijven.
De eerste video was wel het leukste, denk ik. Er kwamen heel veel klanten van... ik zie Mario, dat is minder, maar goed.
Sorry.
Strijden zo. Maar zacht, die door je laten worden, maar
Ja, dan krijg je wel wat ze bezet.
met alleen Net zoals je zegt.
Nee, ik had niks kunnen gekregen.
Slack binnen.
Weet ik eigenlijk niet. Nee, op Slack is gezien.
Zou het ook retweeten als het is? Ja.
Pretty short introduction, because on July 20th, WooCommerce celebrated their 8th birthday. That's what happened between the previous meetup and this meetup. They had a pretty short sale, you already missed it. But today we have Robert. He's from us, and he will tell everything about regurgitating to new Molly plugin they developed, which has yet to be launched. A short break, and then we'll continue with Cor. Cor's over there. Cor runs his web store Eekhout, and he will tell you how his weaver makes those tiles happen. But first, I'd like to thank the sponsors, Rockstar, for having us use the location. XXL Webhosting, they are sponsoring with pizzas and drinks, and Molly is also sponsoring pizzas and drinks as well. So, round of applause. Robert, yeah, your call.
suggest we keep this tradition going with each fifth meetup will be here. Okay, we'll talk. I'm Robert, I'm from Nijmegen, from us, of Funnels, and we are the neighbors, we are at the evenement number 184, and we are an internet agency, and we develop a lot of WordPress sites for a lot of different clients. We work for Talpa, Cor, bol.com, many others. And we are basically a bunch of nerds. So we are with about 50 people, all programmers. We don't do design. We don't do creative stuff. We're not good at it. We only do that developing things. So tonight I will give you some more information about a project that we recently started together with Molly. And I heard there are also some people from Molly here. Are they here or not? They're not here. There should be 3 people from Molly here, but they're not. What we've done, we are working on recurring payments, working with the Molly plugin and the subscriptions plugin. So first, let me give you a short, well, maybe it's not short, but let me give you an introduction of what actually a recurring payment is, some nice examples from a commercial perspective. And there's one, if you Google on the internet, there's a lot of things that you'll find about recurring payments. And there are also some research papers, well, they're not very not scientific papers, but this is a research done by MasterCard Advisors, research part of MasterCard, and they've done some research, interesting research about recurring payments in 2012. And they define a recurring payment as a merchant-initiated payment performed on a periodic basis based on a standing pre-authorization from the card holder. This is from a credit card perspective. But what it basically means is that the merchant initiates the payment, the client agrees with the payment, and then the payment will continue to occur in a certain period of time. So it's different from a one-time regular online payment, which is initiated mostly by the customer and then performed only when the customer wants it to be performed. So there was an interesting trend in credit card usage from about 2008. You see a decline in the number of cards that are used in the US. Due to the financial crisis, people lost their credit cards, and people had to rethink about. So in America, it's quite usual that you have not one credit card but a few. So we have 4 or 5, and basically people didn't have 4 or 5 cards anymore, they had only one. And they had to rethink how they did their payments, they had to rethink the way they did their finance. And this research paper says that in that period, recurring payments became more and more popular. And if you look at it, it's also quite logic that recurring payment is, for a customer, very nice to have. A customer can budget more effectively. They can get a feeling of control over their accounts. They can also gain rewards if applicable. Some merchants say that if you do recurring payments, you get a reward, you get bonus points, you get a free towel, or whatever. Because of course for them the advantage is that you keep paying each time, they are secured with payments. And customers also know that their bills are paid in time. So it's funny because here, this is an American research, and here in the Netherlands, people are somewhat reluctant maybe to do recurring payments because they say, yeah, I forget it, and it keeps, the payment keeps on going, and I don't have. Here in the Netherlands, perhaps it's a little bit different. People feel they don't have control, but you can also look at it from this point that because of recurring payments, you get a sense of control. You know that the money will be transferred to the company in a certain point in time. Now there also is a very strong correlation between household income and household education, which is not very surprising, of course. But there are some things that are important to know when it comes down to recurring payments, which is higher educated households have a higher income. And because they are more educated, they are more likely to understand more about technology. And also, these types of households are more aware of their financial situation. And therefore, they also want to be in control. And recurring payments provide them some sort of stability in their financial transactions. So this is what you see when it comes to the online payments done versus how many income a household generates. So the number of online, and this is for online billing payments, but it also applies for recurring payments. The number of recurring payments increases. So that's more the theoretical part about recurring payments. Now, I have some examples from recurrent payments. I've taken them from a very nice blog article from Metrics. You can find it online. First one is Amazon Prime. I'm not sure if does anybody use that? Yeah? No. I never heard of it, but you can start a subscription with Amazon, which gives you some premium features like free 2-day shipping, unlimited movies. I'm not sure how that works, but you get unlimited music. You can borrow over 1 million ebooks. They call it borrowing for your Kindle. Free unlimited photo storage, and some other things like prepayment discounts, this kind of stuff. It costs you about $100 a year if you pay it once, or you can go for the monthly subscription for $11. And of course, a very famous one, the Dollar Shave Club. Smarter way delivered. You'll never look back. Try for free. I think everybody wants it now. So this is where you pay a monthly fee to get razor blades delivered at your home. And they have 3 types. The first dollar, the $1 version, the $6 version, and the $9 version, all with a better blades. So I think many people know this example. And this is what the article says about it. Do shave, they pay money, they get stuff. Month after month after month. With a bit of creative thinking, Dollar Shave Club has found a product that works for the model they want. Hello, subscription economy. So I think that many people, this is always a very broadly used example when it comes down to subscriptions, because it works so well for them. And another one which I also find quite interesting, which is a subscription for airplanes. So you pay a monthly fee of, I think it's about 2,000 pounds or dollars. Yeah, 2,000 pounds per month, and you can have unlimited flights. Flights open as you like, whenever you like, on a network of regular flights. Now, they also mention that it's very easy because there are also some advantages, like you can easily check in if you miss a flight, you can easily schedule it using an app or something, or the website. And they also make the point that it makes the process very simple, so hassle-free flying. This is one other example. This is a client of ours, CC Proof, and it's part of the Werkplaats, and they're also here on the Eekhout. And what they do is they, when you have an idea, you can, this is some sort of, they're a lawyer agency. They can, if you have an idea, you can send it to them. They put a big stamp on it, CC Proof, and they keep it there for you in their database. And if you have a problem with somebody else who stole your idea, your idea, and show them the certificate of CC proof, to show them that you were the first one who invented it or whatever. And this also costs 75 euros a year. And you can send them as much as documents with ideas as you want. You can send them safely, etc., etc. You get a nice notification on your website that your CC proof ready or something. And this is also an interesting one. This is online counseling. So if you're not feeling very well, you just go to the site and you go to the counselor. Also subscription based. You make an appointment, you pay each month, and you can make an appointment with the counselor, or you shrink as much as you like, or you need it. So the counseling itself doesn't require a subscription. Those who choose to subscribe, they're given preferred appointments, greater level of access to counselors, unlimited coaching questions online. So this is also an example where you see that recurring payments are also used to give some sort of an advantage to the customer. And this one, yeah, we have a lot of examples of this. This is for clothing. So you get clothes sent to your home every month, and you pick what you want. This is a subscription based. There are also a lot of examples. Here in the Netherlands, we also have a cloakroom. It works a bit different. They send you a box of clothes. You only pick the clothes that you want, and then you pay the clothes. So it's not subscription based, but this one is subscription based. And HelloFresh, once you are a customer, you never get rid of them. But also subscription based, of course. I've done it myself. I thought it's quite nice, quite easy also. And you get a box with ingredients, and you can cook the meals. And this one, I know there also is a Dutch example. I couldn't find it really fast, but I know there is, which is chocolate sent on delivery. So you have a subscription for chocolate, and I also saw some sort of documentary where they were challenged with hot summer evenings or hot summer days, and they of course had to make sure that the chocolate didn't melt. So this one is quite difficult as a merchant, but apparently it works. And what this article on Kissmetrics site says is that how do you know you're on the right path with a subscription? And they recognize 4 things that are important for a subscription, which is it has to be a good deal. First of all, it has to be unique. So for example, the chocolate is quite unique. Basically, the chocolate applies to all these it's also convenient. So for example, HelloFresh is very convenient. You don't have to go to the shop anymore. You just get all the ingredients delivered to your house. And the subscription is sort of necessary. So it is products that you somehow always need, like razors or the food, and of course chocolate as well. Now, there's many merchants who've tried in the past to do something with recurring payments. The number 1 problem identified is technology. So when companies were thinking about starting recurring payments, they found it very difficult to set it up, to have the software in place. It didn't always work. Basically, it just didn't work. There are a lot of problems with the web shop and the way payments were done. People still had to call to an office and say, I want to cancel my subscription. They couldn't do it on the site itself. So it just didn't work very well. Until now, of course. Because here is the collaboration between us and Molly, the payment provider here in the Netherlands. Of course, it's a joke because now you can, with credit card and PayPal, of course, recurring payments are, especially in America, used all the time. But we've, the basic idea here in Europe is, well, first, there's one small difference between Europe and the United States, which is, of course, that in the United States, everybody uses credit card and PayPal. And here in Europe, we have all different kinds of payments per country. So we have zover, we have Mr. Cash, we have Ideal. So basically the architecture of recurring payments in Europe is something like this. You have the first payment with your local payment method, which is in our example is ideal. And then here in Netherlands we have direct debit, we start SEPA, we have for all the other payments we use that payment method. And this is how it works in all these countries. So Molly, they updated their API. So now you were able to have recurring payments with Molly. And it's really easy, I will show you. First, when you have a transaction in your web shop, the customer pays, you create a customer. So it has a name, it has an email address, it gives you back a customer ID. Then you create the first payment, and you say here, recurring type, first. Then it's the first payment. It has a redirect URL, so when you've paid, you go back to the shop, those kind of things. So then when the first payment is done, the customer in the database gets a mandate, so it's validated. So Molly knows you are a valid customer, you paid, you can pay your bills. The first transaction was successful, now you're validated to have more payments coming from the merchant. So what if you want to do the recurring payment? First you check for the customer, is it mandated? Is the customer okay with transferring money? Can he transfer money? And if he is, then you can proceed. And you create the recurring payment. We have the amount here with the customer ID, and it's recurring. That's it. So, pretty easy. So in your Molly account, you have to be sure that you have SEPA enabled. That's the first thing. And then if we look at your shop, this is how it works. You need the WooCommerce subscription plugin. So that's the one that you download. Now I have some screenshots of how that looks. And you need the Molly plugin. So you install those two plugins in your WooCommerce site. Then here you create a normal product, so the plugins here are installed. You create a normal product, and here you say it's a simple subscription. And here you can add anything you like. You have a subscription price, 48 cents every month. You can decide a sign-up fee, first payment, how much that should be. Then we have the product. This is the front end of the site. Here we can say I want to sign up. So I buy the product, I do the first time payment with ideal, and then I'm here in the as a customer, I have a subscription, active subscription, and it shows here, you can see them all here under WooCommerce, and then you go to subscriptions. And that's basically it. You see when the next payment is due. So when the 14th of October is there, the WordPress site will see that it's the 14th. It will send the payment, it will activate the payment to Molly, and the money is transferred to the merchant, and your subscription is reactivated. Now, one good thing of how this plugin works, this is all standard WooCommerce subscription plugin, is that you can also cancel the account as a customer. So here you cancel it, and then it's canceled. So once it is out of the WooCommerce site, there won't be any recurring payments anymore. Now I think that you have a lot of questions, because as you may have noticed, it's not very difficult to have recurring payments in your shop. So I think maybe you have some questions about how it works.
Would it be possible to disable the cancellation option for a certain period of time? You sell your recurring payment for a year, and then so only after a year they will be able to cancel.
I'm not sure if that's in plugin, but if it's there, it should be in the subscriptions plugin, because the only thing that we do is we keep the subscription plugin intact. The only thing we do is we create a recurring payment based on the subscription plugin. I'm not sure if it's there. I don't know if I can see it here.
But if it is a recurring payment scheduled every year,
But it's a monthly, they pay on a monthly basis.
yeah,
But it's, if they have a contract for a year.
Should be an easy hack and plug in.
yeah. Sounds like some custom work.
And some legal research you have to do.
Yeah.
What will be the action when the client doesn't have money on their bank account?
Then the transfer is cancelled by Molly,
Yeah.
and then we don't get a positive response from Molly, and then the subscription is not reactivated. So we wait for Molly to have positive. So we send basically what we do is we do this. So we send a recurring payment to Molly. Molly does the whole transferring thing, and if it works, then we get that response back to the WooCommerce site, and we see, okay, it worked, so the subscription will be renewed. If not, so indeed, if the customer doesn't have enough money in his bank account, we get a failure, and then we say, okay, there was something wrong, something went wrong to the payment, and you can, and the subscription won't be renewed. That's how it works.
Why don't you send a notification to the customer like, hey, the payment's failed, can you pay, or can you reactivate the payment or pay again or something?
I think what we will, good one. What we will, again, like I said, we are a bit.
That's handled by the subscription.
Exactly, we're a bit dependent. We're dependent on the subscription plugin, how it handles those kind of things. But I can imagine because we do get an error back from Molly, so I can why it didn't work.
Yeah.
So I can imagine that we will have it somewhere here, because here you can see there's a page before this. When you go there to subscriptions, you see a list of your active subscriptions. Maybe we put an error code there, and maybe there's a way. I don't know yet, but maybe there's a way to send emails to the customer benefit.
Because it is a risk, right? Because if you do direct debit, the customer has 2 months to cancel it.
Yeah.
Give you a monthly subscription, every month you send some goods, and suddenly he cancels the last 2 months, and you already send it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So that's something to.
There's a plugin for if you don't you pay in WooCommerce, you get a reminder. So it's already exists.
Is it a different plugin or is it in a subscription plugin?
No, it's a general WooCommerce plugin.
Okay.
So it does exist.
Yeah.
And it's quite successful if you enable it. But my question was, because I didn't pay attention for 1 second, but the plugin you said you have to install for Molly. Molly has his own plugin for WooCommerce.
Yeah.
But you guys, you wrote a subscription version of it, or can you just use the regular one and enable a SEPA and
Yeah. So what we're doing now is we take the existing Molly plugin and we've added a feature for recurring payments in it. So it'll be in this plugin.
Oh, okay, so it's not from the Molly website. It's by
right.
you guys as a developer.
No, I think you can download it on the Molly website.
Okay.
So basically, it's Molly's plugin,
Oh, you guys worked on it.
and we build it.
Wow.
That's how it works. So you need this plugin, you need the subscription plugin, and then it works automatically. You don't have the only thing you set are the regular things that you normally would, like ideal as payment method or credit card, and those kind of things. And when you have the subscription plugin installed, we can see it, and when you order a subscription, then we notice that you have a subscription, and then the whole recurring payment thing starts working. But it's all in the same Molly plugin.
And when when someone pays the first time, they pay like a regular ideal transaction, and the second time it's automatically incasso through SEPA. But doesn't the customer like have to give their approval for automatic incasso?
Yeah, that's basically what happens in the first payment.
Oh, that's the
first. Yeah, so.
And that's legally by Dutch law. That's okay.
I'm not sure.
Officially, you need is called not handtekening, but
yeah.
Officially, this is not the way to go. But
if the customer doesn't like buy, okay,
then it works. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happens here. Because this is how we know. This is the way Molly knows that it's recurring transaction just because it says recurring type. So then it's handled as a recurring pay.
so in theory, if the client a year later goes back and says, well, I never signed this, they could get the money back. In theory?
Maybe you could. I'm not sure how this all works because that's more the audit department how to handle the banks. But I think if you take,
I know what the rules are. You have 2 months to go to your online bank and they can cancel the payments. So that's 2 months, so 60 days.
yeah, that's
And after that, the customer has 13 months to call the bank and start a complaint session, and then he can still get back the money. So that's especially the first 2 months, that's the most important, because then you can just go to your online banking and cancel it, right? So that's the
yeah.
You give an approval via ideal. That's normally legal for your first payment.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how this works in the that's for Molly's
Well, let's tell them these now. Well, they raise their hands now. Where are they?
yeah, they're not there. Maybe that I'm not sure how it works, but
Well, it's quite clear on the Molly website when it says you need a signature, and nobody really checks it. But if something happens and you don't have the signature, then you don't have any
close to bank account.
you don't have any code to spend.
yeah.
So, but there's a tool. It's called Sign Request. It's also a company from Amsterdam, and they say they have a legal something that you can.
An electronic handwriting.
Yes, and then you just send a PDF format file. You get them to sign it, and then they get reminders. Hey, you haven't sent the approval yet. Then you just have a document, and you can have it directly uploaded to Google Drive or whatever. So for us, that works.
Okay, for the bank it works too.
Supposedly, I haven't had any problems with this yet.
Normally you expect the banks to make a big deal out of this because a lot of car organizations are doing with just the deal first name without signatures, and Eekhout, etc. It's like thousands of transactions like that. So it's not completely legal, but nobody expects this to really come to law unless you're fraud. And then you're not going to get fraud.
The deal is working together with banks.
Ideal is
Our banks. That makes the big difference than if you were
it's like they accept that this is happening, but they haven't been able to pay for it.
It's a gray area.
It's a gray area, but it is, yeah, it looks like the banks accept that it's a gray area because it's in your own hand.
Calculated risk. Yeah. Until it gets the problems over.
Yeah, but that's, I think they would sue an Eekhout long before they would sue someone else. And if an Eekhout gets into
yeah, but they will use credit card or PayPal instead. Yeah. Because I think you can already do that with credit card. Yeah, and with PayPal you can also do that. Yeah.
That's a customer
basically, that's more of a standard. That's more the way you configure that in WooCommerce. There are plugins that enable you to send invoices based on the orders. So what happens is when you have, I'm not sure if I have a screenshot of that here, but when I have to check it, but when a recurring payment is done, it's treated like a regular order. So it'll just appear in your order list. It also has the SKU of the subscription that you bought. So in theory, if you have your invoice plugin installed, which creates the invoice, then yes, that should work.
The customer gets each time
yeah.
And is it possible to that the customer gets a message also, an email message?
Yeah, it depends on the invoice plugin that you use, but there are a lot of invoice plugins that have that feature that as soon as there is an invoice available, it will be sent to their email.
Yeah, that was a tricky question. On your website you say the plugin is available in October, but are you now saying it is already available?
It's not yet available. We're still, basically our job is done, but there are some few things that we have to test. So we're now testing with some first customers in closed beta. But if all goes well, there are some hurdles to take, but if all goes well, then I think we can launch pretty fast. Yeah. So October, November, I think would be feasible.
Would it be automatically updated in the Moody plugin for WooCommerce? So do we have to keep our eyes open for this to be launched, or will it be an automatic update?
It should appear as an automatic update, yeah, because we are working in their regular plugin. So if there's a change there, then you will be notified. Yeah.
One final question. Two. All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks very much.
Do you need a short break for refill or?
Maar zij kunnen dan
stuiten.
Ik hoor er nog wat. Wissel wel een beetje. Nee. Ik heb alleen zoek. Eigenlijk alleen zoek. Dat heb ik niet zo druk. Ga mij kijk eens. Nee, dat is een. Dat zegt voor mij dat het mag.
Jongens. We moeten voortaan even een Bluetooth dingetje kopen.
Dan is het meer te verstaan. Dus ja.
Want, maar dit is wel ideaal, want ik wil eigenlijk met Uber straks ook gewoon webinars geven.
Ja, dan is het al prima toch? Ja. Dan nemen we de microfoontjes.
Ja, kijk, als je in een ruimte zit, zoals een lekker blogbeeld, dan kan het prima, maar hier is er wel veel akoestiek.
Ja, precies.
Nou, het is wel jammer, want in het begin zaten we bijna op 30 minuten.
Ja, het begint te water en ja. Ook veel vragen.
Ja, ik weet niet of mijn interesse shit mee. Dat is oh ja, ja. Weet je, interesse
Nou, je moet even parkeren met een meekomen.
2 uur.
Nee, ik heb nog even gegeten.
Maar dan ga je moeten wel rijden soms een beetje rustiger. Dat het is oké, ik ben
ja, maar deze keer al via iemand die had dan spreekt in perfect Engels. Weet je, dat kan. Ik sta er dus niet voor.
Ik heb zelf niet zoveel van wat leuk is geworden. Eigenlijk in de samenstelling zet ik denken van maar dat gaat we opzetten.
Hoe ik ook goede leven zien.
Maar dat is wel een idee.
Ja.
Cor will tell you everything about his web shop, happy towels, and you're running the full-time job or
Almost full time. So that's not this one.
no, but he's a busy guy. He will tell you how he combines his job and happy towels. And you've got pictures of your family as well. So.
Thank you. So, yeah, it all started a long time ago when I was in a party. I met this old lady, and she said, we started talking, and she said, now I asked what you're doing. She said, I'm teaching maybe websites to primary school children. Like, making websites to primary school children, she said. But it's not very difficult, you know, with programming and everything. She said, no, there's tools for that, you know. You're going to use this thing called Word, something, Word. Yeah, Word. What you do is you put some text in the pictures, and then you do download, email, and you get a website. It's how easy is that? So I thought, well, that's nice, you know, I'll do something exciting. So I tried to make a website in Word, which is quite challenging, so I get to WordPress with WooCommerce, of course. And then I needed a product to sell. And well, I thought of many things, but one of the things I thought about was towels. Many years ago I was in Turkey and we bought a couple of this kind of type of towels, Hammam towels, thinly woven towels made from cotton and very practical because they dry quickly and very compact and full. So I thought, oh, I'm going to sell the towels. So, I happen to have lived in Turkey, in Istanbul, not far from this tower actually. So I do speak the language, makes things much more easy. And the reason why I lived there is because of a Dutch girl, but that love story ended a long time ago. This is not this girl.
Yeah.
She's from Sugar. So I had to look for towels, and yeah, I didn't have any clue where to find these towels, so I he said, you know, if you, I said, you know, I'm in Istanbul now, and can you send me some samples because I want to sell them? And he said, no, I'm not going to sell them. I said, send them to you. You have to come over here. I said, no, where I am. I'm in Istanbul. You know, it's very far away. And he said, you know, what you do is you take the overnight bus, and then if you hop on the bus at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. 7 a.m. next morning, then it's which is the biggest city in there, and then take another minibus an hour away, and then you're in Poland. So I don't know what's like with you, but you know, if I'm an overnight bus, I don't sleep at a second. So I remember I met this one single guy, Chamber of Commerce. He walked me around, but I felt like a zombie. But so he took me to all the weavers, and they were all very nice, and you know, he showed me all the towels. So in the end, I decided to get. I like the pattern, so I thought I'm going to order like 100 of each, purple one, big one, and a light bluish one. And so I ordered them. I paid from the front, and then big mistake. And so a couple of months later, the boxes came, and you know, I was very excited, and I opened them. Some of them already opened and closed. So and I took out the first one, and well, I looked closely, and I thought, oh no, that's looks like a weaving cloth. So I took out the second one. Oh, an even bigger weaving cloth. The third one, same story. And then I also noticed that every color had a different touch. So it was like made from different material. And also later I learned that if you wash them, one strings this much and the other strings this much, you can change. So it was a bit of prices, and I kind of felt like, you know, it was a nice dream, but I should give it up. And then I thought, well, I don't know anything. Of course, I don't know anything about trade, and I don't know anything about towels, textiles. I don't know. I can't. You know, I don't know. The yarn is made from cotton or polyester or whatever. So I don't know anything about weaving, so maybe I should just acquire some knowledge about it if I want to really continue telling me. So I went to Google, and then I found this organization, which is the professional organization for textile engineers. And I called them in an appointment. They were very helpful. They explained to me everything about you know, how to make them and different materials, like samples, collect samples. I asked them, you know, what's this quality like? What's the quality like? What's this material? How do you know? I can find out. And also, like, how can I prevent the same thing from happening again? And I got a lot of information from them. And he told me that. The guy you thought was the weaver, where you bought lots of stuff from, is probably not the weaver. He's just selling them. He outsources the weaving. And so this guy is like him, with a weaving machine in the basement. And they can't afford to buy, to go to a wholesaler to buy yarn, to go to a dyeing shop to get yarn dye. So what he does is just goes to different factories and just say, yeah, I'm looking for a pink yarn. Do you have pink yarn? Yeah, what material? Doesn't matter, you know. So you get different, you know, different material from blue and etc. And there's people, so as I said, they were very, very helpful. And even I noticed that even if I asked them, can you recommend a weaver? They just gave you an answer, an honest answer. So, and I got different names, and I thought, hey, that name I've heard before. So and that turned out my weaver. He's got a good reputation, and he's still my weaver. So he's doing all of my clouds now. And yeah, so whenever he sent all the boxes to Holland, I able to do 1 week, and I thought, well, it's a good cost, it's early debt, so and also I want to expand, so Lee said, I don't want even more boxes in the basement. So, and also, I was always worried about humidity problems in the basement, so I love these moisture absorbers. You can never be sure, because the customer. So I had to find a fulfillment company. So I had found, so I don't know if you know what the fulfillment company is, how it works. But basically, they do the storage, so that the truck with towels goes comes directly from Turkey to and dumps everything there, and then so whenever a consumer purchases that towel, fulfillment company gets the information about the address and everything, and then they send it with postmail in my case. This is my previous fulfillment company because I switched recently, and so that works fine. So you might think, is he getting rich sleeping? Well, not quite. Still work very hard. And in the beginning, my SEO was very bad. The most important keywords you find me easily on top of page 5. So what I do is I don't do everything myself. I feel I'm more like a coordinator. So this is my graphic designer for these finance. Then this is the one who does my PR. So she does publicity and make sure my towels are on photos in the magazines. She has an image bank with photos of my products. And so that's why last year I was with this picture in the Telegraph newspaper, which is a big newspaper in Holland. People are blogging about me, and yeah, that's nice. It's good for sale. And so I also have now someone who's there who does the accounting for me, and the tax, and something like. And the guy top right is doing the colors for the new season, and he knows quite a lot about textiles. And the guy at the bottom, he does my business coach. He's helping me with the long-term strategic decisions. And then on the left was my previous stylist, and on the photographer on the right, she was my previous photographer, because I changed the photographers all the time on the right. And the guy on the left, he's doing my SEO now, and the guy on the right, he's doing my security and updates and things like that, technical things, issues, so. And I've got my weaver, he was still weaving this old machine. So one of the flip sides about fulfillment companies that I never get to see my towels anymore, because they always are in a storage place, and so whenever I want to see one, I have to buy one myself, or of course I can give myself a generous discount membership. I don't have any stocks left. So this is my website. One of the things I'm always busy with is product development. So usually the towels are like 180 long. Mine are over 2 meters. And I was thinking about new designs. A special nice label so that's nice thing to say. It's different from making the product different from competition. And then this year I've started making them from organic cotton, and I'm also producing the bamboo I use, which is nice, is more environmentally friendly way of bamboo. Also last year I kind of sponsored my week for making these machines. which also benefited me because I was selling faster and he was weaker. And so in the future, I hope to make very large towel, 2 by 2.5 meters, and also I'm developing a bathrobe, and would like to sell to Amazon, because now I'm selling to Holland and a bit of Belgium. But in Amazon you can sell to all of Europe. I have some challenge recently. I found this website. It's a progress. I don't know what it says, but I think he's also going to sell hours. So I'm registering my trademark, thousands of trademark, so I can do something against him. I hope that's it.
How do you process your orders?
Sorry?
How do you process your orders? Process, like how does it get from WooCommerce into like the company which processes your towels? Is that do they get an email? How do
How does that fulfillment center?
Oh, okay.
yeah.
They have installed a plugin in my website, and they have direct connection. I think every minute something they just it's just a heavy bill. So it's not about anymore.
Did you use any other webshop system, or did you immediately use WooCommerce?
I've always used WooCommerce. It was not the biggest 2-3 years ago as it is now, but it looked very easy and yeah. WooCommerce.
I maybe missed it, but when did you start it? When did you start with selling towels? With WooCommerce?
I think like beginning of 2014.
14? Alright.
Yes, and well, because in the beginning I was on page 5 somewhere.
Yeah.
So first I sold mostly through Volcom.
Yeah.
And I think I made my first sale on Volcom in March 2014.
Yeah, can you tell something? Can you share some of your insights on at which moment you decided to outsource work? I really like the way how you set up the business and you being the coordinator, as you mentioned. But at the moment you start, you just sell a couple of towels. If you start outsourcing, then people will bill you, send you an invoice, and probably that invoice will be more than the money you make with selling the towels. So how did you go on scaling up the business, and did you first did you put all the money that you make directly to outsource those people, or did you find a balance between making some money and outsourcing to scale up?
Yeah, because it's a side business, I don't have to live on the I don't have to make any profit from it.
So do you invest all the money that you make with towels directly into outsourcing versus the scale up?
Yeah, so one of the first things I did was I think my graphic designer, I asked her, because my website was really ugly. Because I thought, I'll just find another website in America or something and I copy it and then do it like nice.
And every
I
time
find it nice. So I found her and when I thought like this is really, going to make some money, I could invest in that. But like the bookkeeping, the accounting, I did until recently I did everything myself. And I hated it.
Yeah.
I got so frustrated it's I'm increasing the outsourcing all the time, and I'm trying to do less and less, especially with accounting. You know, it's not like if you do the accounting better, you make more profit or something, which is time waste. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thanks.
So what's your biggest challenge or something that you don't like regarding WooCommerce? Is it something you miss, for example, or something that doesn't work well?
I don't think everything, all the problems I had I've addressed now. I mean, if I can't solve it, I can find someone who can. So,
What were the problems you ran into?
yeah, one of the things I don't like is they tend to have like two types of invoice numbers. I've got because I want to choose my own invoice number, so I have a special plugin for that. But it also makes their own, it's its own invoice number, which is related to the blog numbers or whatever, blog posts, number. Like my fulfillment company uses another invoice number than I do. But it's not, you know, it's not something that is really,
It's just not pretty.
Did you only use like your SEO results for selling the product, or did you also promote with the AdWords or something? You just got
every now and then I spend some money on
AdWords
or Facebook advertising.
Yeah, so you did some advertising, some marketing.
Wasting money.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I'm not doing it right, and maybe some people say you have to invest like 6 months in it and really sit there and just analyze. I do Google Shopping.
Yeah.
So if you look for
towels,
and Google Shopping is my. I should also.
Well, you're visible, so in the end, as long as you're visible and
exactly.
result.
Yes, and also like I should be able to measure everything.
Don't care. Okay.
Sometimes I see like a peak in my sale, and I'm like, what's going on?
What happened?
How did you? And I can check it, but sometimes doesn't seem to be a reason. And it's not coming from a specific website or something. So it could be I'm in a magazine, or I call it PR account, contact.
Yeah.
You have people to blog about you. Is that?
Well, what they usually do is they usually contact me and they ask, you know, can I get a review, for example? It's okay. I try to redirect them to my PR lady, and then because she asked them for their analytics screenshots, so I can see, you know, how many visits they get, and also check their Facebook, how many followers they have. And then, so what they do is they do like a share, win thing. So it helps. But I realized I was on the there was bank ASN bank, and they did an interview, which means with me, which means that they send me questions by mail when I had to write the story. And their website is, I think, has a high authority. So suddenly my SEO went down. So it's I should have thought it's a good idea. I should do it more often.
Yeah. That's good.
So you make use some kind of your shop and you're paying them. That's what I meant. Sponsored content or editorial content.
Yeah, there's like websites with
here.
Yeah, there's like websites, especially for women, like kind of website magazines, where you pay like €100 per year, and then they write a story about you and links and everything. They promote you. Now done that before, but most of them hardly brought any traffic. So kind of stopped it. And so I do mostly I send a review sample to a blogger. So they write in a story and then they say, like a lottery thing, so like you can win it if you, and that works, I think.
Who does the invoicing now? Is that fulfillment company?
The invoices to
The customer.
the customer, the WooCommerce. Yes. And of course, the film company also sent me invoices.
Yeah.
That's why I switched from the old one to the new one. It's much cheaper. And also the cut-off time was later, so because previous one had a cut-off time of 5 o'clock, and the new one is 9 o'clock. So if you place an order at 9 o'clock, you still get it next day.
How important is that for your customers? Next day delivery.
Well, I got a phone call with people saying like, it's very obvious on my website. Next day delivery, but I still get customers who say, I really need it tomorrow. If I order now, when will I get it? So a lot of people they before you go on holiday, they buy. They go, this towel, this big towel is for kids, we need a small towel. So they go to my website and buy a towel for them to use next day. And it can be a challenge because in summertime, a lot of post and they go on holiday themselves, so they have temporary people around and they don't have the streets, so they no, number 67, yeah, that's okay, and they the wrong street, that's the wrong street. So,
Are you also going to start with recurring payments to send them every month?
I was thinking about it, but I don't think. I mean, people, I have recurring customers, but most people don't need another towel every month. But some people they like the stuff, they buy every now and then a few more to give away.
First thing.
So aren't you afraid to lose traffic to your site if you're gonna sell your products on Amazon? So, for example, you miss a lot of likes or something on your site.
I have the same problem with Volcom. Because the thing is, if you put something on Volcom, it includes their commission and also the postage. But if so but on the website, I have this deal, if you buy 2, you don't pay any postage. So that's why most people buy 2 towels. But it's cheaper.
You can't say that on the Amazon site.
No, exactly. Or on Volcom. So it's cheaper to, if you want to buy 1 towel, you do it through Volcom than through my own site. So I don't know. I don't know if people really compare.
But you said you're thinking about going to Amazon, but isn't Amazon way too expensive for all the extra charges still you have to pay for isn't that a concern to you? How much commission and extra things Amazon puts on the tab?
Well, no.
Okay.
Because Amazon does that much in Holland. And I'm not selling anything, or not much due to France or Germany or UK or Spain. And also because I'm buying directly from the user, not talking much.
Okay. So you can so you would sell it otherwise anyway. Is that that's your
How many towels are you selling? Depends on the time of year. That's not a trick question. It's an ambulance. Last July is always the best year, and this year I've done over 10,000 euros. And I hope to have 2 series. I have the premium series and the cheaper series, but the cheaper series, they weren't delivered on time, so I canceled them. Okay, so with half of my series, I still managed to. So you're going to put your plate over? No, because sometimes it's towels are nice, but sometimes it's quite boring. I think. So I like to make that as well. So I like the combination. And we'll say like I like to live on it, but I don't have to live. You have to cake and you can eat it. You have to cake and you can eat it too.
So what do you do for daily living?
I work for the Dutch Data Protection Authority. That's why I have a guy who does my security and updates and everything. Because if I have a data breach, I have a big problem with my own job. Anyway, finds out. And one of the things I do to prevent that, or the damage, if it might happen, because anyone, is that I take every 3 months, I take all the orders offline, and then I start new. So if I have a data breach, you can only find the orders of the last 3 months, which was bad as the last 3 years.
So with WordPress, you have a lot of fun. If you need an text and scanning and those kind of things,
I think there are good security plugins.
but you're still visible as a WordPress site. So I think if you want to harden it, customization is think of required, but I don't know for sure.
Anybody have an answer?
You can make a website safe.
But you have to do it not only with a plugin, which you can download for recording from the shelf.
Oh, there are millions of ways to make them secure. The plugin only is not enough.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's, yeah,
It's possible.
let's try. That's why it's many unsuccessful. See how safe it is.
It's a new challenge.
Yes.
Baby towels.
The idea to, because I brought some, I think to kind of flashback.
Yeah, graag. That's how we are now. Yeah. When we prepare the questions, let's put his phone down. So score it. Are there 1 or 2 towels? It's 1 towel, right? All right. So we've got 1 question. And the question is, what's the current version of WooCommerce?
You want to guess it right?
WooCommerce. We have to write it down, or we should just say it?
You can say that now.
1.46.
2.6.4.
You said?
1.4.6.
2.6.4.
I don't know.
2.6.
Don't check it, don't check it.
3.4 or something. 2.6.3. I thought we were in 3 or 5.
Yeah, we can continue, but already heard the answer, so.
Yeah.
Did we? Yeah.
Not from the guy with the smartphone.
No, he didn't.
Congratulations.
Yeah. She gets it right. Thank you, Cor.
You don't have to give your credentials to
There's just some time left for drinks. There's still some cold pizza. So if you want to check, please hang around. You want to go home? You can go as well. Thank you all.
Thank you.